with the Commish, Nate.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Press Pass Live, the last one where I'm flying solo. Okay, it's been a very long weekend. Got back from the Saints game this afternoon. Took my first 2 grandbabies. Our baby girl, who is now 3 3/4, she'll be 4 here in November, and then baby boy, who will be 1 in November. Took them both to their first ever Saints game. Had a blast. It was boring the first half. Picked up there in the second half. Was a really fun way. The dome felt really good. Looked great. The old girl is got her new digs on, and she looks good. She feels good, and it's just good to be back at it. This is our last week before we get rolling here, and I got a lot of work ahead of me. I got to finish sliders. I got to get this thing tucked away. I got to make some new graphics. We got to do Hall of Fame nominations and graphics and announcements. I got to pick my imports. So tonight, we're doing XP sliders. I'm going to give my review of Madden 26. And then finally, I'm going to go and anybody who's still up can help me pick my imports, because I gotta make that decision. I may not get to the imports tonight, but I definitely going to get to the rest tonight. And then if I have to, we can come back tomorrow and do the rest. So I was wondering what are these 3 bums doing in my chat when I'm trying to have Press Pass Live?
We're in an OMFL voice chat. We're playing Madden. We're in the right chat for once. We're getting yelled at. Man, there's just no perfect place.
How do 3 of you play?
So Kevin and I just finished playing. Last night I just got home from work.
You guys have played each other so much, you might as well get married and get the tax dollars.
Hey, if I get some money out of this, come.
I just figured I'd poke my head in here and jiggle y'all's bells a little bit. If you got any feedback, let me know.
Yeah, feedback is let's get started.
We are this week. We're getting started this week. All right, boys.
Nice.
That's Bird. That's Kevin. That's Nice Songer. They're hanging out in the chat playing games. Poor Pootie T's way down here all by his lonesome. I feel bad. Like, he's playing Battlefield. Nobody wants to play Battlefield. He does it. He loves it. I played with him last night, and Paul's. It was a good time. So let's get back to why we are here. Let me give my review of Madden 26. We're going to get over here. And I want to talk about the great, the good, and then what I think is still pretty bad. So I hate the good, the bad, the ugly, because it's like two negatives to a positive, and science shows that you have to do double the positives to negatives to actually buffer the effects of negatives. I don't know if that applies to video games, or it applies in my head. So Madden 26 has been out officially since Friday, so a couple of days, but we've had it on our hands for about 12 days or whatever it's been, 13 days, almost going on 2 weeks here pretty soon. Somewhere in there, that 10 to 13 day, I forget exactly when we got it. I think it went live on last Thursday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so 13, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. So we've had it live for 10 days. Math was not something I was really good at. What up, Daniel? Good to see you, bud. What I think they do great is gameplay. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what videos I don't care what they do. Okay, I could. There's no need to take shots because I don't even know these guys that are way bigger, way popular than I am. I don't care about any of that stuff. I ain't here to take shots. I'm just saying we play video games to have fun. I played Tecmo Super Bowl for like 15 years. It was the game that got me to play online football games. And it was the worst, cheesiest gameplay you could ever imagine. But it was football, and it was fun. What up, Zoe? And so we play video games to be fun. And I think whether it is the time of the planet that we all live in, or whether it is the age, our age, I don't know what it may be. I'm gonna go ahead and advance this week. It's probably got injuries on, but I don't care. I feel like we're cynical and we pick things apart and we micro look at it instead of just accepting what's really good. Gameplay's great. It is so much fun. Yeah, it has its flaws. It's got its buggy things, and we'll talk about a few of those minor things. No one's listening. Like, no one from the development team cares what I think, right? But I've been doing this for 25 years. I've literally been playing this game for like closer to 30 years. I've been an online commissioner playing this game online, which plays completely different, for 25 years now. It will be 26 this January. And I can tell you this is an addictive, fun, pick it up, play ball, and it is a good time. I want to play this game. I like to play this game. And any video game that is made out there, that is what they're striving for. The people pick up the controller and want to play their video game. The gameplay is awesome. I think the graphics are perfect. They're great. I feel like we've reached sort of the ceiling of where we can get with graphics until we get to like hyper realistic stuff, but I don't know that I want to play a hyper realistic game. I still want the cartoony colors, and I want it to feel like a game still, not that I'm controlling a bunch of humans out there. And so I think the graphics are a thing that they do really good. I think that the small, subtle changes have been really good. I think another thing that they have done great has been the upping of presentation. Is it perfect? No. But is it really good? Absolutely. I want to check my mic here, make sure everything's good to go. Yeah, we're good. We'll just get this thing a little bit closer. Hopefully everything sounds good to you guys. I think presentation is great. We've got the new team entrances. The stadiums look superb. The halftime show, that would probably fall under good. It's not great. It's good, though. I just think overall the presentation is really great and is clean, crisp, smooth, all that fun stuff. I think what they do really good or some of the changes that they made to CFM around the coaching trees. I think this is really good. I think this is a better way to approach training and give you something that keeps you plugged in and gives you a way to create a custom feel for your coach that's different than other coaches. Now, we have to see how this plays long term. We just haven't had the game long enough to be able to say, oh, this is absolutely magnificent. Usually the first attempt at something is never awesome. It's like a good step, and then they refine it. I think what's great is wear and tear. That was created in college football. It's been bought over. It's great. I think the new movement is great. They fine-tune locomotion or whatever their kind of marketing buzzwords are around that. I think it's really great. I think what's good are some of the small, subtle changes like position names being updated. I still don't understand why people got so hung up on that. It is what it is. I think it makes setting your 3-4 a whole lot harder for those teams that run a 3-4. I think the weekly strategy is good. It's okay. It could be better. I think so far, the storylines and the weekly recap or the halftime show, like all of these little additions have been good. They could be better. They're really good first step in moving in the right direction. Again, I can't get away from gameplay, which I think is on par for that CFM experience. Though I think it is, in my opinion, for commissioners and leagues, it is a lazy get out of jail free card. I think really hardworking commissioners and leagues can make CFMs a fun experience no matter what options you get from Madden or what options it does or doesn't allow you to have. I think it's good to this point, though. I think what we have is a pretty good first step, or not even a first step, a next step, I should say. This game feels like an evolution where a lot of times I think the feedback has been, this is copy, cut, paste. I still think these menus they've changed the colors and the backgrounds, but I think they could have done a bit more with this. It would have been nice to see them do a bit more with this. It is basically what we've seen for a while. I still don't pay any attention to this screen. I feel like it's the same old. I think this would fall under bad. It's a good first attempt. It's never evolved. It's the same that it's been. And I think I would stand with the fair feedback of we had better, more engaging CFM experiences back in 10, 11, 12, 13, like all of those games with better technology. Why are we not getting that here today? That would be something that I think is very fair criticism and very fair feedback. I think it's bad that we can't reset morale in online CFMs. You can in an offline. You cannot reset the morale on an online CFM. That makes no sense to me. I should be able to control and fine-tune my CFM to be the experience that I want it to be. And if I want to reset morale every day, then I should have the power to be able to do that. I think what's bad is the draft. I still think the draft experience is not good. It's not engaging. I think it's a step back from what it was even 2-3 years ago. I just think it's a more boring CFM experience. The draft, I think, would fall under that bad category. A special one for me around gameplay is that stupid animation that we all talk about where the receiver gets hit and throws the ball behind him. Like, that's just a dumb animation. Alt, Control, delete that animation from the game. Give me another animation. I don't care if there's drops. It ain't the drop. That's a stupid animation to fully catch the ball. And a NFL grown adult throws the ball back behind him. It was a swing and a miss. It's one animation. Throw it away and let's act like it never happened. I would love to see there to be a little bit more around this playoff picture stuff. I think this would fall under bad. It's the same copy, cut, paste thing that we've had for a decade, it feels like. And I don't know what they could add. I'm not sitting here to brainstorm and do people's job for them. I just feel like this home screen needs to be a bit more inviting, needs to be a bit more engaging. Sure, the weekly recap is there. It's 3. It's good. It's a good first step. I just have a hard time with it just being 3. That's a difficult thing for me to juggle with. It's slow. That was another thing I'd say is bad. They bragged about the speed of their menus, the fluidity of their menus. They are worse. I would debate a lot of people to say that they are worse. They feel worse. They feel more glitchy. This right here, it's one highlight shown from 3 different angles from 3 different games. So it's basically 3 highlights. We should have 10, 15, 20. We should be able to pick our highlights, upload them. Several Maddens ago, you could select photos, upload up to 4 photos. Give me 4 highlights a game that I select. It auto-populates, and it picks the top 10 ranking. Give me a top 10 plays. Give me top 10 plays. The score that you rank all the highlights on, they're ranked still in the game. Don't know what that's used for. Give me that. In a ESPN top 10 style, EA top 10 style plays of the week. I like the weekly recap, but give me something more. This just isn't enough. This would kind of dabble between good and bad for me. I'm really struggling to figure out what else I think is bad about this game. Drafts are bad, in my opinion. Weekly recap kind of is, I got to put it in the good because we've never had it before now. But I think it's not great. I think the whole CFM menu is bad. It's uninviting. It's unengaging. If you've been around here any amount of time, listen to anything I've ever had to say, it is that give me something that engages people. That's all. Just give me things that engage people. The ability to export my team into a roster that I can play with in a head-to-head online game, friend-to-friend, non-ranked. And we can both use our teams. That feels very doable. Very... No screenshots are great. I don't know what that means. Maniac. I think I know what you're trying to say. But not the way you said it. Congrats to Mr. Maniac, too. Just got... elected to the board of his church, and I think that's really awesome. You've given us a lot of fine-tune ability in this franchise. I still think the morale is a complete miss. Don't understand that. I've always begged for exportable rosters. It's probably never even been on their radar, but I think that is a way that owners in a CFM can get more practice, can engage. It creates tournaments, so many cool things that you can do. I think the engagement is still bad. I think they've taken steps to give us sort of that NFL coach, head coach game, that vibe, that feel, especially around GMs and coaching trees, and sort of like that feel of what the soul of NFL head coach gave us. But the just strict engageability of a game, this is not an inviting screen. Weekly recap, it's neat for like the first time you see it, and then it's just a swing and a miss, and it's not inviting, it's not engaging. The top stories, the news, none of this has ever been engaging. We have a whole league history page here that is like buried and hidden for you to have to go and be able to find, and it's just like, make this more engaging. I don't know what, I don't know how, but make me engage with these back pages more. Right now, there's no real reason to engage with it. Oh, no, I didn't say screenshots were bad. I thought screenshots were great, but they took them away, and that's bad. And yeah, that's fair, Cincy, I suppose. I think a little over the top. I think I think you can have some of the best technology that you can want. If the NFL is giving you 3 months development time on a game, how much can you do in 3 months? You know, they don't have massive teams. I love that there's 2 teams basically, even though one probably could argue it's the same team split in half, and there's going to be a lot of shareable content between the 2. I do agree with one of these big streamers I've seen on Twitter today that said the 2 games need to feel different. I do agree with that, but I think there are little things that they can share or change to make them feel different but have the same concepts. Overall, I would give this game a B. I think it is a solid game. It is a fun game, and I've seen the game lack much, much more than it lacks today. And so I think it's a solid B. I'm not going to sit here and argue B plus, B minus. It's not an A game. I don't think they can produce an A game. I don't think anyone can produce an A game. We see it with CFM this year. Dynasty mode this year in college football. They're back on that 3-month development cycle. I don't know if it's 3 months. Whatever, it's small. They might not even have 3 months. It is a small window. The rest of their time is to deliver on that small window of development, to tweak it, to test it, to fix bugs, to all of that stuff. I do have a slight hope that with AI, there may be an ability to more efficiently and effectively fix some of the historical problems in these games and allow them to be more effective in that small window, whatever that window may be. I've been just, for poops and giggles, saying 3 months here tonight, but I think you ultimately hear what I'm trying to say, and that is NFL wants a game pumped out every year. NFL wants EA to pump out this game. EA has a lot of things going on, and if this was the only thing they did, that is not enough time to pump out a game. It just isn't. Just isn't. We've been playing PUBG for over a decade now, since 2017. And it still takes them months to make changes. It's taking them years to update us to UE5. Imagine doing that with a much smaller team, being pulled in a lot of directions in a 1 to 3 to 6 month cycle of development. There's no way they have a 6 month cycle of development. I don't know what they have, but it ain't 6 months. There's no way. They have a pretty small development cycle. So I think it's a good game. I think it's the best game we've had in years. I think it has the potential, if they leave it alone, to be the best game gameplay-wise ever. For those who want that old game that still gets talked about today, for those who want that style of game, then go play that. That's what you should go play, because this is never going to be that. For whatever the reason is that they got away from doing games in that style and in that way, this is the way that games are made now. And so it comes, I'm sure, with its pros and cons. And I still think it's a really good game. And I do wish we had a bit more fine control over our players. And maybe that comes one day. Maybe they figure out the technology to get us there. I feel like this is the next step, though. A next step in the series. And I think it's going in a very good place. So I'm excited to see what this cycle holds, and maybe we change our mind. Maybe updates come out. Maybe they mess with this game too much and we hate it by the end of the cycle. I'm liking it. I'm looking forward to playing. I cannot wait to get started here. And I do say and think more than ever, especially after playing with Maniac the other day and talking through some things, you gotta leave the sliders alone. You have to accept the game for what it is, and you gotta leave the sliders alone and fine tune. And I'm going to give this another day or two to test. And then I'm going to go reset all those penalty sliders back to 50. And we're just going to play with what we got and make some fine tunes to injury, to speed, maybe to, definitely quarterback accuracy, maybe to a few other minor things. But I just feel like more than ever, you cannot mess with this game. You're going to chase your tail. It's never going to feel right. It's going to feel very different game to game. And Bird said this to me the other day. He said the game feels very different game to game. And I think that's a good thing. And I agree with him. I think it's a very good thing Every NFL game feels different. Sometimes you're like, why is my team, are they still sleeping? Are they still on the bus? What happened to them? Like, you should experience that when playing Madden. I love the weather. It changes. That should be in the great category. You may not like the execution. You may not like how they got there, but those games now take on a different meaning, a different feel, a different game plan, a different way of approaching it. And I think that's a very, very good thing. So overall, I think it's a great job by them. I love the step that we took. Leave it alone now. Don't mess with it. There's probably some things they need to fix for people who play offline CFMs or play the CPU a lot. Totally go figure that out for them. But leave us humans alone. The game feels good. Please don't jack it up totally and completely. All right. That's a good solid 20-minute review of Madden. Probably not the most like thought out thing. I'm sort of winging it. I thought I was going to be here 40 minutes ago, running a little late, running on some fumes after this weekend. And I was like, you know what? I can wing this thing. These are my honest reviews. The gameplay's a blast. They did a lot of good stuff in the CFM. I would say overall, if I were to grade CFM, which is what we talked about, it's half-baked. It needs to stay in the oven a little bit longer. It's not going to stay in the oven. What we have is what we have. I'd be shocked if they do anything major to it. But keep stepping in this direction. Keep going. Keep going. You got gameplay. Now leave it alone. Make some tweaks or whatever. Leave it alone. Put your attention over here. Get this thing to the next step, the next level, the next generation of what we're expecting. Heck, they're already making another PlayStation. I'm going to have to drop $800 on. So give me something to drop $800 on it for. All right, let's talk CFM. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do two things. Number one, I'm going to start a new CFM to invite everybody to, because this one's almost done and I don't want to go to a year two. So let's start a new one here. I'm going to get you guys on my ugly face while I set up the settings for this. Because I got to set a password and I don't need that to be on stream because then any mojo can join. I feel like this thing is in my way tonight. All right. I'll make myself some room here. Get this where I want it. There we go. Sorry, y'all. I love when it tells me OMFL is profane language. It's just, I get it, but it just makes me want to rage. All right. All Pro. Sim. Multimeter. We're going to go 10 minutes. Accelerated clock to 11 seconds. I want to test that. What's the cooldown? Okay, we'll have to come back and set these cooldowns. I'll do that off stream before I go to bed. Unless somebody here knows them from my other settings. I don't have that in front of me. Let me see. I don't think I have it in front of me. Oh, that's not what I want. No, I don't have it in front of me. I'll do that after we're done. Home field advantage on. Yeah. Tutorials off. Turn on, turn on, turn on, turn on. Trade downline on. Trade enable. Human only. Trade difficulty normal. Salary cap on. Yep. Wear and tear on. Practice injury off. Injury on. Pre-existing off. All right. Oh, thank you. All right. You want to start over? Okay, thank you. Oh, crud. I hit start league. My bad. I can't read and hit things. Thank you, Bill. O limits. 2. Cooldown. 10. Defense 3 and 10. Thank you, Bill. I'm going to change that for defense. To 4 and 8. Because I feel like this year there is absolutely very few man defenses. Yeah, 100%. I agree with you, Maniac. Okay, I'll invite you all to this when we're done. I need to set the sliders, the XP, all that stuff. Let's do another one here. This one we're going to do here, and I'm just going to test my XP sliders that I worked on last night. And we're going to see where that gets us. And maybe y'all can give me some of your feedback, some of your ideas. I did that to nobody the other night because it was 1 in the morning. I don't think any of this matters. Let me set the things I think that matter. All right, I'm gonna set these XP. I'm going to run 4 seasons worth of Sims. And then I'm going to go do something else. All right. So we went 94, 106, 100, 92, 110, 150, 150. The problem with these tests, it's going to give me a general idea. I don't know that it's going to give me the final. We're going to have to run this in the OMFL for a season and see where we land. And I'm going to ask the board if they'll keep track of their players and maybe keep photos and add up how many roles every position gets, how many players. Because I can't simulate human stats. And I don't know how much how much stats weigh into XP. And so that's the big unknown that we just have to play. Here I went 110, 110, 110, 110, 94, 96, 96, 130, 130. Then we got into these. So we went 110. 110, 110, 100, 100, 100, 90, 90, 80, 80, and then we go 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Here we go. 90, 150, 100, 130, 150, 100, 110, 90. 110, 110, 100, 100, 130, 110, 110, 80, 80. And then finally, 100, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180. All right. There you have it. Let's go do some simming. All right, we're just going to do a full season. See what happens. Again, we did this last night, and I feel like we tweaked and tweaked and tweaked till we tweaked out. I think these are going to be close, if not done. I think these might be where we need to try for the first season. But again, we got Maniac and Bill and Kevin and Bird and a bunch of other dudes here, so I'm wide open. Nice songer. Wide open to feedback, wide open to ideas. I'm willing to test out anything. The main concept here is to develop players within that 5 to 6 player or year range, season range, without us having 85, 99 overall players, but also trying to help build up the players we struggle building up. Running backs were a struggle last year. Some were able to be built up, but it was a struggle. Offensive line, real struggle. Defensive line, I felt to be a bit of a struggle. Cornerbacks, too easy. Receiver, too easy. Quarterback was a bit of hit and miss. I think it should be hard to develop a quarterback, right? If you draft a guy in the first round, top X factor, he should be easier to play with than somebody who goes and drafts a guy with a 95 throwing power in the 4th round and 89 speed, but missing a bunch of other stuff. It should be harder for him to build his guy than you. Okay, so with these, we'll look at some stats real fast, because again, I don't know how weighty stats are, but to give me an idea of what I'm looking at here. So not a great season from Rattler, bottom half of the league. Not a great season here. The rushing touchdowns for teams can be pretty weird. Not a great season here. Cooks had a pretty good year. Not an awesome season here, to say the least. Davis and Werner, both good seasons. All right. Interceptions always seem a little low, too. McKinstry had a really good season. All right. Let's go see what that meant over here. So McKinstry got 6, but he had a really good season. Quincy got 5. Stutzman got 5. See, I've messed with cornerback a couple times, because some sims, you're going to see these guys get like all these rolls. Like I got 11 rolls between my 2 cornerbacks. And then sometimes you'll do it and they'll get 3 rolls combined. And it's like, well, why? I guess I'm okay with this. I'm not okay if Kool-Aid gets 6 every year. Cornerback's at 94. I had it at 92. I I think I'm going to go back to 92. I've waffled between those two, 94 and 92. Did my quarterbacks get anything here? You got 3. Had a bad season. I'm fine with that. I wish they had sliders. They have them around age and position, all that. Give me sliders around overall. And maybe overall doesn't play into it, and maybe it should. But I wish you could set slider limits over overall. Like, easier for a 69 overall to earn XP, harder for a 95 overall to earn XP. So I had 36 players total. Let me write that down. I'm going back to 92 for quarterback. Those two I struggled with, man. I really did. I struggled with both quarterback and cornerback. Those are the two I'm stuck on. And I talked myself out of it late last night. I'm going to go back, though. Okay. Let's get to the new season. Yeah, I really like the regression. I personally really like the position regression we have as well. I feel like quarterbacks nowadays are playing later. Centers play late into their career. I feel like halfbacks, cornerbacks, receivers, these are guys that like they top out pretty early in their career. By the time they hit 30, they're you know, rolling out of the league or whatever. Hard to tell. It's a good question. I don't know. Because I didn't play the training camp, clearly. So I definitely simmed it. Let's do this then. Let's get it to the regular season and we'll stop there. I'll clear it and then we'll check what it looks like after. I also want to check my team to see if like I got rookies or whatnot. All right, in the regular season, this is training camp and everything. I would assume these are all like training camp stuff. Boy, they didn't draft a quarterback? Did they draft anything? Oh, he's a stud. He's 4th on the depth chart. See, Matt still does weird stuff, bro. Like that. Like, I'm just gonna fix some of these stupid things. Try that. Will that fix it? I don't know what the Saints did, but they did not do good work drafting. I know that. All right. Well, they drafted a kicker, though. All right. So now we know. Let's get to the end of the season. All right. So this is season 2. We'll do 2 more of these. See where we're at. So I have a tight end and middle linebacker that are starting rookies. So we'll see where those land. I think they're going to be fine. I'm interested about quarterback and cornerback. I'm interested in offensive line. You had to bump it up that high. If you did not, I mean, I went from 100 to 110 to 120 to 130. Like, you had to go 150 or you don't get nothing for offensive line, which I think we struggled with the last Madden. It's a real struggle to be able to build an offensive lineman. So we're going to try to fix that. Am I loud enough? I feel like I'm not loud enough. I feel like I could be a little juicier. That's a word I want to use. A little juicier. I'm gonna make this up a little bit. How about that? That should be right. There we go. Rename back up. All right. It's a little bit juice. Little more juice. It's very finicky. I'm still learning exactly where I want. All right. Let's go look at the stats really fast. Still bad passing the ball. Better running the ball. Better receivers. I want to see what Bub Beans gets. It's a pretty good season for him. Oh, wait, where'd my tight end finish? Yeah, pretty good season. A better season for the offensive line. So let's see if we get some rolls there. Rookie had a spectacular season. All right, let's go see what we got. Is that better, Maniac? Am I still light? I feel like that should be better. All right, so the middle linebacker got 8, but he had a spectacular season. Kicker got 5, so you can get a rookie kicker. The edge got 3, that's fine. Where's my tight end? Well, he only got 2. I mean, he didn't have a great season, so I suppose that's okay. We're at 100 for them. All right, let me clear these, and then we'll do it one more time, or 2 more times. We had 36 players last time. We had 43. All right. All right, let's get to next season. I still need to do my imports, and that's where I'm gonna save my imports. After this, I'm gonna go check out sliders. I'm gonna get the other league set up. I'll get everybody invited to it, and then I'll call it a night. And then tomorrow night, I'll do imports. And I'll try to play a game. I haven't played a game in a couple nights. All right, let's get to the regular season. Now, poop. Get to the regular season, check my depth chart, change or clear everybody that has roles, and we'll see where we're at. Melvis the Pelvis. Oh God. I noticed this last night. This is bad. If you watch the review, this is bad. I don't know where they got this face from, but this is an offensive line, defensive lineman's face, and they're putting it on skinny players. Like, this body proportion makes no sense. Nothing. That bothers me. It shouldn't. It's a little irrational, but that's stupid, and that should be fixed. That's a bad. All right, let me look at my team real quick. Got a rookie in here. 86 throwing power. That's not going to work. You know what? I'm putting Shuck in. Where did all of our halfbacks go? He's a stud, though. This is a completely different team. All right. Got that done. Let's go. One more season. All right, season 3. And we'll check it. Oh, Kev felt bad for Pootie T. He went and jumped in the chat with him. Love me some Pootie T. Battlefield beta is done after tonight. I got hot all of a sudden. Hopefully, I did not show my breasties on camera. I feel like I was off to the side enough. All right. So after one full season, we'll look at the stats one more time. Actually, 2 more times. Another really bad year passing the ball, even though I put Shuck in. Did he get hurt or something? Like, why is he out of the game? Rookie had a okay season. That rookie had a good season. Decent season for the offensive line, except for poor Fuaga. Great season from him. Great season from him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 interceptions for a full season. That's terrible. All right. Average season. Average rolls. What I have? 1 win. 4-13. Madden is not very kind to my Saints, y'all. I'm going to have another terrible season. 41 players that time. All right, one more. I like it. I think these are it. I think we are where we want to be. Last season. So we had 36, 43, 41. Do the last season here. And then I'm going to go get the other CFM set up and get y'all invited. Well, this hour has gone quick. So this is a good hour. I was expecting to get more done tonight. I hope they drafted a quarterback so I can see what a rookie quarterback would do. Sim stats. We got another kicker. Well, this game likes to draft kickers. I do have a quarterback. I don't know if he's any good, but let's see. Manage team. Oh, that's that Townsend guy that we had last time. Oh, no, here we go. All right, so Brown. Does 97 throwing power. Yes, please. 6'3". I'll take that. 2 halfbacks. I don't know how we're going to get through the season with 2 halfbacks, but that's what we got. Boy, look at that guy. I have a 68, 61, 70, 81, and 84 offensive line. That is terrible. I really think I'm going to end up taking a offensive lineman. I think I'm going to give up one of my really good players. I got to decide that tomorrow. I feel like, though the real life NFL Saints are good at offensive line for a bit, my Madden Saints are not. All right. Here we go. I got some cornerbacks, some quarterbacks, so we can find out about these ones that I've been trying to figure out. All right, last one. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks, John. Game was good today. It's good to be back in the dome. Brought my grandbabies to their first game ever. We had a good time. It was a good day. Dome looks good. She's looking good in her new digs. Nice and roomy. Food options are better. It is so expensive to go to a game. I went to a preseason game. I took 6 people, but one was a 9-month-old baby, so didn't have to pay for him. Paid for 5. Tickets, food, everything out the door. $400. We had great seats, even though I didn't love the view, but we had really good seats. $400 is, it's just dumb. They're making it where the average person can't go to a game, and that's sad. Everybody should have that experience. All right, here we go. Or the rookie, not good. Good touchdown to interception ratio, but bad completion, bad yards. Second year running back played good. Receivers played good. Terrible offensive line played bad. Cornerback played good. Okay. All right, let's go see what we got and see if we are set. I think we are. Oh. Why? Why did he get 11? I don't like that, but that's a weird one. That's a weird one. I don't understand that one. I'm guessing he's X Factor, his age, his position, and he had an okay season. Yeah, I think we're good here. How many players? 38. So we had 36, 43, 41, 38. I think this is where we want to be. I think they're set. I'll get these posted. What was my season? 6-11 in that sim. All right, let's back out of here. Let's delete this. Let's go into the original test league that we're almost done with. We're going to get these these regular sliders down. I haven't heard any feedback about changes, but the more maniac I've thought about those penalty sliders, the more I'm like, I don't want to do this. So we're going to go 10 to 11 seconds. Bill gave me these, but it is 12, 10, 2, 10, which we've changed to... Oh no, I did that wrong. It is 10, 2, 10, 3, and we're changing that to 8, 4. I don't think anything else matters. Okay. All right, let's do the regular sliders now. Yeah, Rattler bounced back, man. I'm not a Rattler or Shuck fan or not a fan. I don't care. I just want the best quarterback. I just don't see it in Rattler. And Shuck needs more time, so I've always said Rattler was going to be the starter. All right, so we got 45, 50, 50, 50, 40, which we still don't see any fumbles, I feel like. 52, 40, 50, 50. Then we got 10 40s across the board, I think. 40, 40, 40, 40. 10, 40, 40. And then we got, I think these are 50s. And then we got 30, which I haven't heard anything about injuries, so that's much different than what we've ever had. Those are 50s. And then we got 60, 55, 'All right, we're going to go set these. In the main menu and save them. And then we're going to come back and we're going to set up the test. All right, injuries, we said 30, 55, 50, and then 50s across the board here. Wear and tears on. I haven't messed with these. I did mess with these. That's right. I lied to y'all. I did mess with these. So this is where we are for these. I'll take a picture of that.
Menu narration set to 50. Menu narration
All
option
right,
is set to
penalties. Here we go. 60, 55, 52. No. You can't. Huh. Okay. That's an I don't know if Maniac, if you're here anymore. That's an interesting thing to notice, right? In CFM, you have fine-tuned ability. Here you don't. So I wonder if this is real and that is not. All right, so 55, 50, 55. Oh, crud. I didn't write these down. They're not in order. All right, I don't have that stuff memorized. I got to write down which one these are. So offsides, false start, holding, face mask, defensive pass interference, lock and back, roughing the passer. All right. Yeah, interesting, right? I find that interesting. Maybe nothing, but I find that interesting. And I don't think it's worth the energy to fine-tuning it if we can't do it here. All right, so 60 for offsides, 55. Offensive holding, 55. Face mask, 50. Defensive pass interference, 55. Block in the back, 55. 45 for roughing the passer. Eligible on. Offensive on. Yep. Running into the kicker off. No, it's roughing the kicker. Okay, we'll leave those on. All right, player skill. 45. 50, 50, 50, 40. 52. I'm going to give this a little bump. Since we have to bump up holding, I want to give that a little bump. 52, 50. No, 40. 50, 50. Special teams is 50 across the board. CPU 10. All right, 10 40s. Guess we're going to have to try a CPU game one day. I think this is all, leave these alone.
Menu narration set to 50.
I set these myself. Whoa. Did I just mess that up? No, that's a quarterback. All right, cool. All right, we're set. Let's go get this thing put in. All right. When we go here, sliders. These are default. Import custom sliders. Done. Franchise. XP. Let's set these real quick. So we start to get a feel. 92. 106. 100. 92. 110. 150, 150, 150. Then we're 110, 110, 110. 92, 96. 96. 130s. 110, 110, 110, 100, 100, 100, 90, 90, 80, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. $90, 150, 100, 130, 150, 100, 110, 90, 110, 110, 100, 100, 130, 110, 110, 80, 80, 100, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, and 180. There you have it, boys. I gotta take a picture of the main settings. Which I do not want y'all to see. All right, there we have it. So we're good. We got XP sliders. We got regular sliders. They got to be tested now. So I need to start inviting people. I'm going to invite the guys I know that play often. Get Bird in here. Get Bill in here. I just invited Bill, right? I didn't invite Bird, so why is it doing that? If this ever happens, you back out, come back in, you pick another team, and it usually works after that. Another stupid thing. See. Who else? Who normally plays Maniac? Oh, no. That's so annoying. I'm just inviting anybody that I know plays.
What is life without pain? I guess I'm growing up. Conquer many mountains at the top, I'm throwing up. My heart lost the war. I don't know who to trust. So I sit on my computer till you're wiping off the dust. I guess I'm just forgotten. That's the way I feel.
You rocked my world with him the other day. Of course, I think we got him different now. The one I'm interested in is going to be run blocking. Like, that one interests me now that we found that little thing there. This is so stupid. I hate it. Just like figure out what's causing that and fix it, please. Joker, Logan, Lost. Luca. I don't think Glaze is playing in these. I think he's too busy. I'm going to have to hand out commish powers after people join. Another thing I wish was just different. Like, give me a little option to mark that this person is going to be a commissioner. Maniac, I'm gonna set you, bud. This music, what are we listening to? Can somebody explain to me what Tim was up in arms about today? And maybe that's not fair. Maybe he wasn't up in arms, but what he was talking about today, like, I didn't understand. And I wanted to understand. I just couldn't understand the inconvenience of it showing. I don't understand what the inconvenience was. And he kept posting pictures like I was supposed to understand that. It wasn't helping. Randy, he's your best bud. Figure it out. We need you to. Why does it show Maniac on here twice? We need you to decipher for us. What is he trying to say? All right, there we are. Let me get it to the regular season. Let me turn this. Oh, hold on. All right, let me turn the injuries off. I'll get it to the regular season. You guys just gonna look at me for a second here. I need to set this stuff to automatic too, because if not, it's not gonna do anything. Auto, manual, auto, 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 auto. All right, I'm getting into the regular season. And I don't want anybody to see the password. So I have to keep it like this. Injury back on. Practice injury off. Wear and tear on. Cool. All right. Let me type that out too, because I'm going to forget that. All right, I'm putting up a vote to the board to not allow stadium rebuilds or relocation. We'll see what they think, but I think that should not be a zing. Okay. This is where we're at. XP done. Sliders tweaking. We want to look at the run blocking, basically. I need to announce. All right, bam. Okay, I think we're done. I gave my review. We tested some XP. We got a new test CFM put up. Tomorrow I will do imports. And we need to also close out Okay, I think we're done. I think we're good here. I think we're in a pretty good spot. So, Maniac, sleep well, my brother. I'm also off to bed. I need to get some rest. It has been a very long weekend. I got to get ready for Maniac tomorrow. So after I play him, I got to stay up later and do this stuff. Why do I have a bug around here? That's the thing about living in the South. Bugs find their way into your house. If there's a way in, these stupid little bugs just come out of nowhere. And it's only at night because I got all these lights on in here. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of those around you. Know that you are loved and that you matter. I appreciate you hanging out with me here on a Sunday night. Press Pass Live returns with the crew next Sunday at 9:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll be back rolling. We will start the new CFM on Friday. Start making imports. I got to make videos. I got to make graphics. We got to do Hall of Fame. I got to pick my own imports. There's so much left to do. I got to get busy. So I'm out of here. I love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Smash that like and subscribe.